what is in for them. I think a lot of them will ask you, what is in for us? There's a lot in for you when you make it to the national final. For the preliminary, try to do your strategy, get your strategy right, perfect your tactics so that you'll be among the 4 schools that will get to the national final. Because at the national final, it's a whole lot of competition, a different proposition, a different kind of support and. If I do that, I think I don't want surprise. So will be taking part. I don't want desperation to set in.
All right. So that's it. It all starts a week from now on the 8th of May. Exactly a week from now, the Channels Kids Cup Lagos preliminaries will begin, and the 24 schools will battle for 4 tickets once again that will make them part of the National Kids Cup. So good luck, schools. Expect to get our messages on your opponents and when you'll be playing, and so we wish the best teams the very best of luck. Go and fight for your school. That's the message. But let's step up, Nodi. What tennis is doing is to help us discover talents at a very early age that we can nurture and make them come into national prominence. Lagos State have a junior league, a league that is for kids who are
less. At least, less than
for that bracket, that age bracket 16, before you get to 17. And the good news,
14 and 16.
And the good news is that it's already yielding results because 2 products of the Lagos Junior League were in the Golden Eagles team that finished second at the CAF Under-17 Championship that just got concluded over the weekend in Morocco. And the J League are already celebrating this, that their efforts are yielding results. So the Golden Eaglets, Nodi.
Well, for the Golden Eaglets, I guess 2 of them were from a particular team, and the team being not boys. You can expect that. We had the chairman of the NASCOM here, who is also
I think the director of the junior league.
The junior league, we gave us what the junior league is putting in place, what kind of structure they are putting in place, and the kind of followership they have in the junior league. They are bringing that back to the society, bringing that back to the community, so that the community will properly be connected to the stars from their environment. When you see your brother, you see somebody from your street playing part of the junior, being part of the, you want to go and watch the person. You want to pay. You can travel from Badagry to Ikoyi to go and watch the person. That's what the junior league is doing, and that is a way. What a way of developing football at that level. I think we must go back to where we say we have been complaining about cheating. How do we get ourselves off this scandal?
Put the structure in place.
That will put a monitor.
Makes it easy for us to do the right thing.
Because when you say, if you don't have the structures, the coaches will be forced to get players from the Premier League. That is what you are giving them. So let's put the structure. People will say, okay, how do we get players who are within that range so that we don't fall on the wrong side of the law?
And the good thing again, is that this also takes care of young kids who are not in schools, considering our peculiar environment. Some kids are not in school for economic reasons. Maybe their parents do not have enough resources to send them to school. Lagos Junior League provides that kind of opportunity for you to identify such talents and also give them an opportunity to
excel in sport. Because that's what. But at least at one point they may say, okay, let me see if I can get a little of education within the sports section, because we can't say all of them will not go to school forever. But they have a little of it, at least the Western, a little of it, so that they can manage their career successfully at the end of the day. But you must start from that point. You create a platform for people who cannot afford to go to the 4 walls of the normal schools, the formal education. Create a platform. They can do it in sport, so that they have a life to live. Not just probably going to the physics, chemistry, and the mathematics of it, but they know the mathematics of football, and they can make a life after it. And that is what the junior league is doing. And it's a whole lot of structure. From the channels level, we are talking of 13, 10, 11, 12. We are talking of junior league. I think if we have that kind of conveyor belt, it makes it easier. We don't have to be one skelter. When they say position under 17, the coach should not be cracking their brain. There's a system in place where you can get players, and that is what we should be doing. And the clubs should identify with this. Because when you have a junior league, people who running leagues at this level, and we are getting the right players of the right ages at this level, the club should be able to identify with it. Some of the Premier League clubs, yes, you have an academy, but you take a model from what some people are doing to ensure that we have players, the right ages, playing football within that particular setting. As time goes on, you can be able to graduate from one level to the other, and probably in the future we have, at least like you said, if we can produce one Lionel Messi at the Chinese Kids Cup, we have done well.
Yeah, we've made our impact. All right, so I think that settles it for the Golden Eaglets. I think they came back today, and preparations should begin immediately for the Under-17 World Cup that will be taking place later this year at the United Arab Emirates. Let's switch gears now. This time, talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League, and we'll take a break, bring you some highlights from one of the games already played this season. We'll come back, talk about some interesting development around the Nigeria Professional Football League on Sports Tonight. Join us again.